Former UFC champion Quentin Rampage Jackson goes off on Syko Stu after the Rampage Jackson incident with his son at the wrestling event. Rampage Jackson said yesterday on Instagram, on Twitter, and I believe the post has been deleted on Twitter. Here's what he had to say. I'm tired of being quiet about my son Raja's attack with Syko Stu. Yes, my son took things too far. I'm pissed at him for being a piece of shit and the way he handled it. But if Syko Stu wasn't drunk and wouldn't have hit my son over the head with a real beer can while he was live streaming, and he goes on and says, my son was just knocked out, had a concussion 2 days earlier. But no, my son is not as smart as I'd like for him to be. He continued, revealing that his family is now receiving racist death threats because all the misinformation being posted so the content creators can get paid. Rampage Jackson goes off. He's tired of it. He said all these things against what his attorney said. He said he went against his attorney's advice. Rampage Jackson's sick of it. He went on to say Syko Stu hit his son in the head with a beer can, and it was not a fake beer can that they would use in some of the wrestling matches. It was an actually real beer can. Now, if you go into the fridge and you grab a beer can, empty, hopefully, right? And you hit yourself with it, it'd probably bust your head open. Never mind a 250-pound man hitting you in the head with it. Now, I have to agree with Rampage there. That should never have happened. It was like an introduction. He got hit. Should never happen. And I understand what Rampage is coming from here. I really do. As a father, the whole incident is got out of hand. There's a bunch of people at fault here, and Rampage Jackson just had enough. He's had enough. Wow. Moving right along. Tom Aspinall's father wants him to have a boxing match for a huge payday. Tom Aspinall's dad wants to get paid too, right? Here's what he had to say. I'd love for him to have a very highly paid boxing match for the money. I don't see why somebody as talented as Tom shouldn't have a piece of that money. The UFC ain't paying that type of money. So Tom Aspinall's dad says the UFC is not paying good money to their fighters. And he adds, let's get his son, a boxing match. Tom Aspinall, a boxing match. And just the other day, Michael Bisping compared Tom Aspinall and Muhammad Ali. Yes, he did. He did do that. Michael Bisping compared Muhammad Ali and Tom Aspinall. How about that? What do you think of that? Figured I'd add that little tidbit. Conor McGregor's in the news again. Conor McGregor is claiming he has secured the required number of parliamentary votes to officially run for Ireland's next president. Yes, I said that. Conor McGregor claims he's going to be on the ticket. Conor McGregor wants to be president of Ireland. Unbelievable story. The election takes place in November. Stay tuned. You think Conor McGregor is going to be the president of Ireland? Oh my. Israel Adesanya, hold on, former UFC middleweight king, GOAT, great. Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya, is picking Haile Barajo to beat Nasruddin Imavov by unanimous decision this weekend at UFC Paris. That's right. That's right. Izzy is picking Barajo. And he should know. He should know, right? I think Imavov TKO'd him. Right? I'm surprised on that pick, but there's a reason. I mean, Izzy's smarter than me. Way smarter than me. Yeah, I know. Robert Whittaker in the news doing a interview on MMA Arcade. That's the source here. Robert Whittaker says winning a UFC title is absolutely, at this point, a pipe dream. A pipe dream, fellas. And he's right. Here's what he had to say. This makes me sad, but, you know, Dustin retired, you know, that made me sad too. But Tony Ferguson made me happy. Here's what Robert Whittaker had to say. The belt is like a pipe dream at the moment. After losing the RDR, it's another loss. It pushes me back much further than I want to be from the title. Right now, my trajectory has kind of changed. I want to enjoy the journey. I want to enjoy the fights. I want my family to be part of that. I'm not shutting any doors, but I do understand the work I've got ahead of me. Now, I believe Robert Whittaker has 2 or 3 more fights on his contract, and he says he most likely will not re-sign. And so you're going to see Bobby Knuckles in the octagon maybe 2 or 3 more times. 2 or 3 more times. Sad, sad, sad. Colby Chaos Covington is back in the news. I was on Twitter earlier, and Colby, fucking boxing, punching a influencer, you know, skinny guy, hits him in the body a few times. The kid throws up, man. Yeah, that's what Colby's doing on his live stream. Colby is a live streamer now. He's not a fighter. Colby is a live streamer, right? So here's what Colby had to say about Paddy the Baddy. The Paddy Pimblett fight super interests me. Come to 170. Why are you being a weight bully, Paddy? You're a bum. You're a gimmick. If I can't get Paddy, then maybe Gilbert Eldorino Burns. Well, well, well. There you go. There you go. And that's it for the news for today. We'll pop out some more news tomorrow for you fight fans. Appreciate you guys following this channel. Please subscribe if you haven't. And have a great day, fight fans. Oh, don't forget, UFC Paris this weekend. It'll start probably in the mid-afternoon on Saturday. Don't forget, big fights. Kai Barajo, Imavov, Mauricio Ruffy, Benoit Saint Denis, France versus Brazil. Let's go.